Hi, if you are new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are continuing watching Anime Monster, and we are on the episode 69, so let's see how this goes. Let's go. Hotel Versteck.
ありがとうございます。手作りのコケモモ。
Yeah, the
お客様から評判が良かった時はこれを見せるように言われて。
told to show. Yeah, Mr. Damn. Conrad. Yeah, he already said that. We saw him gathering cowberries. I wanted to Google what cowberries are, but my internet is out. Owning the whole area? What? Damn, there will be no more jam. He seems very sweet. Well, he wants to promote the jam, I understand that. Now they want us to kinda make us care more about him just in seconds before we see that he's dead. Yeah. So he was shot in the chest. That's really sad, but I already knew that he died because it was implied in the end of the last episode. But I think that was very sly to show us a little bit more about him, because we already kind of saw him in the previous episode, but we didn't know much about him. But now we know that he knows this, he makes this great cowberry jam. Then I should have checked somehow, maybe on the mobile internet, what cowberry is, but it must be a very tasty berry. I just don't know how it is in Russian, so but it looked very tasty. But now people will not be able to eat this jam anymore because he won't be around to make it, and he was so he owned the area where he gathered the cowberries, even though it looked like kind of wild area. Only he is allowed to gather here if it belongs to him, I assume. So he kind of had a monopoly on it. So you could imagine that maybe someone wasn't happy with it, but I don't think so. Maybe it could be used as a reason, kind of that he's someone who knows that Hennigs won the lottery, that he has monopoly on these cowberries, but in reality, a peaceful home. These are just reasons that could be used, and the real goal is just massacre. Zweifelstadt, okay. Yes, exactly. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I think that's what they want to happen, to kind of instigate this. Yes. So this is kind of like an experiment on a bigger scale too. Yeah, it has. As I said, these reasons could be pinned on the villagers. So even though it was an unfamiliar face, it was an outside. Oh my god. Holy crap, they even stole his money. They are real criminals. He looks really angry and understandable. So that's an unfamiliar face who wants to instigate more murders.
たどこ行くんだよ。
コンラードに話しつけに行くんだよ。
話しつけるってどうやって？
さっきカフェに寄った時、亭主のラルフも他の客も俺たち見てニヤついて
I think it could be in their heads too, because yeah, yeah.
いや、あいつらだって俺たちが宝くじで2000万マルク当たったなんて知ったら
Why don't they just move away then? If that's such a lot of money.
続けてるぐらいならヤスと話をつけた方がいいって言ってんだよ。
See, he intends to just talk to him.
私が宝くじ当たったって知ってるかもしれないよ。だからってどうするのさ。
いくらか金を払ってもいい。それでやつを口に
So his intention was to give him money.
後から何度も金を要求されたら、
その時は
その時はどうすんのさ。
わからねえ。
I don't think he intended to kind of kill him or anything, but it could be kind of pinned on him. You know what I mean?
ラトさんそんな悪い人じゃないよね。私たちがやっと掴んだ幸運を台無しにするような人じゃないよ。
Yeah, I think he was nice. I think he was a good person. Did he see the corpse?
どうしたのさ。
俺じゃない。
She even suspects him, see?
俺じゃないって言ってんだろ。
誰がこんなことすんだよ。
知るか。俺は銃を買ってからまだ撃ってもいない。
Why does he point it at her? It's unsafe. Man, I feel so scared for the dog. I'm sorry. Of course, it's
ご機嫌だね。何かいいことでもあったのかい？
ついに現れたのよ。
現れたって何が？
an unfamiliar face.
私をこの町から連れ出してくれる素敵な人。
So that's the dead, I guess.
俺笑いもんにしやがって。
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't drink that much.
お前の欲しいのは
Wait, he stands up? What?
俺じゃないのかね。お前の息子はもう受け取ったよ。
Really? Did he? So he's just giving out guns?
銃声
So. But he was here in the cafe when Mr. Conrad was shot, wasn't he? That's Franz Bonaparte's son. Lipsky? Yeah, Lipsky. Remembered it just in time.
あなたフランツ・ボナ
So that's where they went.
お父さんの居場所を教えてください。一刻を争うんです。早くしないと。
This old man didn't look like Franz Bonaparte.
知っているんでしょう、リブスキーさん。あなたのお父さんの居場所。
But we never saw him as an old man.
その人形、ニナがモデルですね。あなたがここにいるって、ニナが教えてくれたんです。ニナが
Mr. Lipsky is a very sweet man. And looks like with Nina doll, he's
私どのくらいこうしていたの？
his spectacles go bad.
休んでいた方がいい。
So she feels very weak after that.
付き添っていてくれたの。なんとなくわかった。心配しないで。私はもう大丈夫。死のうなんて思わないから。
もうすぐライヒワイン先生とリーダーが
資料を集めてここで見ていたでしょ。
So Mr. Lipsky
分かった。
is the one who
私は大丈夫だから。
will tell him to go to Ruchenheim. Did tell him.
プラハの元秘密警察の人間やボルフ将軍の部下に
Wow!
今手に入るだけの情報を集めてもらった。
フランツ・ボナパルタについて。
ああ、謎の多い人物だが少しずつプロフィールが分かってきた。ドイツ系チェコスロバキア人フランツ・ボナパルタというのも偽名。
Well, he had many names.
第二次大戦後、多くのドイツ系チェコスロバキア人が故郷のボヘミア地方を追われたにもかかわらず、彼の一家は国内に残留した。共産主義下のチェコスロバキアで、彼が政府のどういう役職にいたかは明らかではない。彼は一度、チェコ人の女性と結婚し、子供を設けていたことが分かった。実はその子供というのが、60年代中頃にすでに行われた。
Yeah, we knew that.
初期段階の彼の朗読会に生徒として参加していたらしいんだ。プラハにボナパルタの息子がいる。ペトル・チャペックが最後に言い残した言葉はこの息子を指しているんだと思う。そして古い写真のコピーだが、60年代中頃の朗読会の少年たちを写したものが手に入った。どうやらこの一番左手に写っている少年が
優秀ではない子供。彼は優秀な子供じゃなかったから朗読会を追い出された。
知っているのか。
彼はボナパルタにとっていらない子になった。
But
おそらく私の知ってる
that was for the best for him, honestly.
自分の父親がボナパルタの居場所を知っている。
Maybe he feels unloved by his father, but at least he's not emotionless, like,
手がかり。早くしないと
not
大変
brainwashed.
なことが起こる。
大変なこと。
私にはわかるの。ヨハンが何をしようとしているのか。
彼は何
So she just has a guess.
完全な自殺。
The perfect suicide.
本当の孤独。唯一の愛情表現。早くしないと罪のない人がたくさん。
So that is part of his idea of committing suicide.
ボナパルタがペンネームで書いた絵本が
Get himself in the crossfire, or
手に入れて読みました。何冊も読んでいるうちにあることに
or if you kill everyone around you, that this is like suicide also. What?
クラウス・ポッペ名義の平和の神様。この
Yeah, I remember this one.
ところが問題はこのクラウス・ポッペというペンネームです。フランツ・ボナパルタという名も他のペンネームもすべてチェコ名。このペンネームだけがドイツ人の名前だ。
So that's important.
もしかしてクラウス・ポッペというのはドイツ系チェコ人の
Ah, so Klaus Poppe would be his real name.
同じ推理を展開して父の本名を
Yeah,
書いた刑事が言いました。
we saw Lungi coming to him, but we didn't see their conversation.
ルンゲ、彼がここに
Yeah, I remember that.
去ったって。
彼はこうも推理した。いや、ルンゲ警部は推理というよりその本人になりきるんだそうです。私はクラウス。
Yeah, he uses this method.
私には帰るところがない。心の平穏を取り戻すために心のふるさとに戻る。
So Ruchenheim is his heart's homeland.
ドイツ敗戦によりボヘミア地方を追われ故郷を失った。彼の先祖はドイツのどこの出身なんですか。
詳しくは知らない。ただ子供の時、父がこう言ってたことがある。僕らの故郷は南ドイツの山に囲まれたある町。あんなもの僕はもういらないからルンゲ警部にあげたんです。
Ah, he means a letter.
3、4年前に
So it was to him.
差出人のわからない山の上から町を見下ろした手書きの風景画が描かれていたカーペーってサイン。
Hmm.
カーペイ、クラウス・ポッペ。
僕が知っているのはそれだけです。
南ドイツ、山に囲まれた町。
父は殺されるんですか。
わからない。ただそれだけでは済まない。
ニナは無事なんですね。僕はこの人形のドラマをハッピーエンドにしたいんだ。ニナを守ってください。 一体何が起きようとしてるんですか？
Does he imply that the old man in a wheelchair is... But he looks very different.
虎の屋敷の惨劇を511キンダーハイムの殺戮を
Yeah, so he wants to recreate the same thing.
どんなことがあっても生きて帰ってでもあなたは私を救ってくれた
But now he hopes to die there
あ
too.
なたも
This doll still looks creepy, I'm sorry. But Mr. Lipsky is a very sweet man. I hope the best for him. I wish the best for him. So yeah, he is the one to kind of give Tenma a hint. So Tenma and Nina didn't know yet where to go. So he took the gun, but he didn't shoot anyone yet. So would he try to go to the shop and kill the shop owner to get the alcohol?
いや、まだ行方不明ってことで捜査してるみたいだ。
やっぱり森の中に隠したりしなきゃよかったんだ。
They should have reported it.
知らせて
Yes.
たら何を言ってんだよ。お前だって俺が撃ったと思い込んだろうが。まったく宝くじなんか当たるからこんなことに。
だからってあんたこんなもん買ってこなくたって。
Yeah, that's just like...
いくら待っても列車は来ないよ。
like that story where
敵兵が水浸しらしい。
one of the citizens bought a gun too. But now this wheelchair guy
最悪の事態だ。
is just handing out guns.
ポッペね、
ご存知ですか？
ヤコブ・ファロベック、エミール・シェーベ。僕はすべてポッペと同一人物だと思うんだけどね。絵柄も作風もそれぞれ描いてるけどね。僕ぐらいのマニアになると分かっちゃうんだ。
He's upset? What?
使い分けたかは分からないけどね。絵は面白い。
Sometimes writers do that though.
作品どうも好きになれないんだ。内容の暗い絵本なんて世界中に山ほどあるよ。でもね、この人のはそういうのと
But for him, like, names were not important, so it fits his ideals.
が満ちてるっていうかな。さてとそれでだ。
But yeah, as literary works, they seem very... What?
フォスという作家の絵本、89年
It looks cute!
金賞部数だからめったに多めに書かれないが、僕の見たところ、その作家はクラウス・ポッペと同
So that's another work that we didn't see yet?
なぜそうだとわかるんですか？
By the style?
僕ぐらいになるとわかるんだよ。いくら画風を変えてもどこかにその人の癖が出るんだな。話の内容はこれまでと一変している。ある泥棒が山あいの町に逃げ込んでくる。泥棒はその町でも人稼ぎしようと企むが、町の人々と交流するうちに盗み方を忘れてしまう。そして町の人々のために働きながら静かに暮らすようになる。タイトルは
Peaceful Home.
例の嫌な読後感はすっかりなくなった。ところが絵の方は
So that's his last work?
不思議なもんだよね。
And he actually led a peaceful life
だったら絵が描けなくなった。
in his older years.
人を失ったような感じというか。
安らぎの家、山あいの町。
僕らの故郷は南ドイツの山に囲まれたある町。
地図を。南ドイツの地図ありませんか？
何探してんの？
A peaceful town surrounded by mountains?
あった。ルーエンハイム。
It means a peaceful home. Really, I didn't know. I know just a little bit of German because I studied it in university.
どうですか、コンラートの行方はつかめましたか？
いや、全くわからない。相棒たちは今も捜索中です。とは言ってもこの雨の中じゃね。何しろ鉄道も道路も川の氾濫で不通と来ている。ご友人として心配でしょうが。全くどうなってるんだ。あののどかだった町が。
He even uses the words peaceful town.
始まってヒルマンさんの犬の射殺。お気の毒にヒルマンさん
Wait, he said the dog was shot?
昨べはパブから
Hold on there.
でケムナさんが殴られたそうですね。
Mr. Kemner?
来ました殴ったやつは未だにわからない。もしケムナーさんが亡くなったとしたら、この町始まって以来の殺人事件ってことになる。こんな状況なのに大雨で
Who is Mr. Kemner? I don't have him in my notepad.
よそ者ですよ、よそ者。この町には今まで犯罪なんて
Well, he's kind of right, I think.
私たちもよそ者ですが。いや、あなた方はよく振りますね。この雨
He just kind of outed himself.
出られませんよ。
Will Lungi realize that he doesn't need a wheelchair by some hint?
気をつけて。
And is the hotel owner kinda... I don't know. He seemed nice all the time, but he gave me creepy vibes. But it might be just my...
随分汚れていますね。雨の中を歩いてきたみたいだ。電話をお借りしますよ。
Why did... Oh, he told them about his suspicions and they're now like, oh, I didn't notice they were dirty. They looked pretty clean to me.
あのアル中か。あいつは何かしでかせるような男じゃないしな。
Nothing was even said to him. He was just given the gun. He wasn't even like psychologically influenced in any way. But he is definitely under the influence of alcohol.
修理屋呼んであげてもいいですよ。
また銃声。
Oh, poor policeman.
電話が通じない。
The lines are down. Yeah, I'm worried about the hotel owner also. I feel like he's kinda in on it too. I mean, he always gave me creepy vibes, but I thought maybe that's just, you know, my bias, should I say, that maybe I'm wrong. And I still can be wrong. Maybe he is a nice man, maybe he has no connection to it at all, but he just kind of unsettles me a bit. And then he spends a lot of time with this pair and they are always visiting his hotel. They are always kind of here with him and he can kind of cover for them when they go away. But there is some other man, I think it was some other man who shot Mr. Conrad, and it was definitely some other man who just went out of the car and shot the policeman. And I feel like he said it must be the work of outsiders is kind of a bad premonition, how they say it, because this is supposed to be about the massacre that is just actually ignited by outsiders, but then actually local people start killing each other. So when he says it must be outsiders, I think he is right, even if it's kind of Bonaparte's idea or Johann's idea, and kind of, well, Johann is completely an outsider, I would say, even if he was there before, but for Bonaparte it is his hometown, so we can't really say he's a complete outsider, even if he came here late, because it is his hometown, right? But in any case, what I would say, this old man in the wheelchair, he doesn't look like Franz Bonaparte at all, in my opinion, because we saw Franz Bonaparte when he was young, and I feel like he had different features, but this old man is definitely instigating the conflicts, giving out guns and all of that. So and he has, if I think that Mr. Conrad was shot by someone else, an unfamiliar face, by the way, so the man in the wheelchair face would be familiar to him. It was some other guy, and as I said, I don't think it was Johan himself because his legs are too thick. I'm sorry, that's my reasoning. So there's some other man that kind of maybe connected to the wheelchair guy, and the woman with the wheelchair guy obviously is kind of working with him. We don't know much about her either. So we kind of have two possibilities. Either Franz Bonaparte has changed drastically with old age, and that is him kind of pretending that he is in the wheelchair and he is here in this peaceful town, and now he has decided that this is time to start a massacre. And another option is that it is another person, and Franz Bonaparte, he has actually settled here in this town, but we haven't seen him yet. He is just in one of these homes living in this peaceful town like he has drawn in the book. Interesting fact, he said that it was a thief, but then he came to this town, he get to know the people, and he forgot how to steal. So it could be him saying that when he came to his hometown and he kind of settled here, he forgot his evil ways and his monstrous ways and found peace within himself and managed to live like a regular normal person, a peaceful, quiet life. But now Johan is here to kind of take revenge. I don't think that's what he thinks about. He actually, as Nina said, he thinks about like perfect suicide. So even though their mom wanted them to take revenge, it doesn't seem like it is in Johan's mind. But we have to discuss all the possibilities. Though the possibility of him taking the revenge and taking this peaceful, quiet life away from Bonaparte, that could be an option. Perfect suicide, as Nina said. So we know that Johan went there, so he could be the first instigator who kind of gave the sign that we are starting this operation, something to recreate Red Rose Mansion, something to recreate Kinderheim. We are going and recreate that event that Grimm and Lunge were talking about that happened in the 50s, I think. Where people it started with one gun, but then people started thinking on each other and killing each other. And that's what I thought would kind of happen here. But also this guy giving out guns is more about let's just take revenge on someone you don't like. Let's just use the gun to get the alcohol you need. More of this than of planting the seed of suspicion and actually making people doubt each other. I think these are different things. So it is a bit different. Okay. These are very interesting episodes, so there's a lot to talk about, and I have many theories of the reasoning here behind it on the side of Johan, and taking in account Bonaparte that is supposed to be here in this town, and thinking about the wheelchair man. The lines are down. That's interesting. So Lunge is already suspecting the wheelchair man, but when he said that the lines are down, then we were just drinking their coffee or whatever calmly, and the guy who owns the hotel, I don't think we know it, Versteck Hotel, I didn't find his name or surname, but this old guy, hotel owner, I guess, he seemed also kind of too calm and quiet when he heard that the lines are down, and I think that's another sign that he's kind of in on it. Okay, I think that would be enough for today. There's just so many theories and speculations, so I kind of said what was on the forefront of my mind. You can, or as always, kind of correct me if I mistook something, if I made some mistakes, but I guess we'll see more in the next episode, get more hints and more answers, but that would be it for this one. So thank you for watching and see ya!